We're lucky to have in the house Scott Cundill, who is right now in Japan. And in fact, Scott has such an interesting background, you all. He has two bronze medals from the World Championships in Kung Fu. So you want to have him on your side for sure. He's a TEDx speaker, a published author, and he's published from way back in the days when books were actually written by humans. Yay! He's a digital nomad and he's visited 200 cities and towns in the past decade. He refuses, though, to get even a thank you from Airbnb. How dare they for all that he's invested with that company? He's now the CEO of My Most Trusted, and we are delighted to partner with him to create our Grand Connection Chrome extension and coming soon, the Grand Connection mobile app. So, Susan, what do you want to add about Scott?
Well, I just want to share with you that we've partnered with Scott to bring our community a powerful referral app designed to help you build meaningful connections. And Scott is a visionary. As Carolyn always says, you're going to be a billionaire, Scott. We're going to know a billionaire. So we're just so excited to be part of this journey as you share your technology with other communities and with other entrepreneurs and professionals that need to make connections. Scott deeply understands the importance of building a trusted personal network in today's evolving world. And I'm thrilled to welcome you to the stage, Scott.
Oh, thank you, Susan. And what a great job you guys have done. Dr. B, wonderful to meet you and everybody else, all the other amazing speakers. Met some beautiful people in the breakout rooms as well. So as you can see by my background, guys, I love networking in Vancouver. For those of you who don't know, this event has been chosen to be part of the Around the World in 80 virtual networking events, where we go virtually around the world to different countries and different cities in the world, like me, and we do networking events virtually in them. So we're currently in Vancouver. I don't know if you notice, if you look out your window, you should see something in Vancouver. Just pretend, don't worry, guys. I know you're not there in reality. And so it's a really fun little enjoyable time that we're having at the moment with traveling around the world and doing networking events. So I always like to begin because we've just arrived in Vancouver on Around the World in 80 networking events world tour. And I'm actually going to put in the chat now very quickly. I'm going to put the link for those of you, for anybody that wants to join the future events that we're coming up in different cities. It's all virtual. I've just put the link in the chat there, so feel free to come to the future ones. Right, so we're in Vancouver now, everybody. So a few little fun facts about Vancouver. All right, so I'm just going to quickly let you know a few things. Right, Vancouver, because now I'm going to be the virtual tour guide for the next 2 or 3 minutes. So we've just stopped off in Vancouver on our Around the World in 80 network events. Did you know that the lost city of Atlantis is possibly in Vancouver? I don't know if anyone knew that. There's a theory that the legendary lost city of Atlantis might be located off the coast of Vancouver Island in the underwater city of Quadra Island. That is the remnants of Atlantis. Didn't know if you guys knew that.
I did
Or,
not know that. I've been around there and maybe it felt a little different.
yeah, the lost Susan of Atlantis. Absolutely. Yeah, yes, you didn't know that, eh? Did you also know, Susan, that the
Okay,
world's
other
first
Vancouver people, you got to help me here. Okay, I grew up in Winnipeg, so I've only been here 25 years.
only 25 years. Some of us are not even 25 years old yet, Susan. Um, did you know that the first and only wind turbine Gross Mountain installed in 1985 is so it's home to the world's first and only wind turbine. That's an interesting one. Obviously, it must be a special kind of wind turbine. It isn't saying exactly why there, but Vancouver Public Library is the largest living roof in North America.
I knew that.
The lady from before, sorry, I can't remember her name, Patricia, I think, Patricia with the book. She teaches people, children about gardening. She'll love that. She'll absolutely love that. It
Patrice,
has
it's
the world.
beautiful. When you come visit me, we'll go there.
Oh, there you go. Beautiful. It also has the world's largest tin soldier, 12 foot tall. The first female police officers were in Canada, 1912. And in case anybody wants to win Trivial Pursuit, their names were Laurency Harris and Minnie Miller, were the first two ever female police officers in the world. The birthplace of Greenpeace, the home to the world's largest salmon run, The city has a famous ghost of Jack Dayton. I'm rushing a bit quick, guys, because I know I've got time issues. And it's got a hidden gem in Stanley Park. You guys might all know Stanley Park, but did you know it has its own little Japanese garden?
Yes. Yes,
Yeah, you knew
I knew
that.
that.
Yeah, you knew that one. All right, all right, all right, all right. Cool,
See if I
cool.
can
So
find
that's
a picture.
so that's Vancouver, everybody. Welcome. I hope you enjoyed your tour guide. Right. So what we're doing here today is we're rechanging how networking works. All right. Now we're not providing an alternative to networking. We're working with amazing people that already do it really well. So Grand Connection is a phenomenal networking group. Susan and Carolyn and the rest of your team are just flipping amazing. So we're changing the game with a little Chrome extension. Now, what I'm going to do in a few minutes, guys, for those of you who know the Chrome extension really well, all right, I'm going to put you into Group B. For those of you who don't know the Chrome extension and are new to this, I want you to be in Group A. So can I please ask you, if you are brand new to this Chrome extension, can you please put A in the chat quickly? This will help us create the breakout rooms. Please put B in the chat if you know the Chrome extension. You're going to do some networking while I take people, the A's, through the Chrome extension. So there we go. So that'll give you Dr. B, Dr. Barnsley. You will, there we are. It'll give you an idea of how many breakout rooms to do. While we're waiting for everybody just to put A and B, I'm going to show you all something before we do the breakout rooms. And while Dr. B gets the breakout rooms ready, I'm going to show you something flipping amazing. This is just a taste of what this can do. All right. So right now, we're in a live meeting with about 100 people on it. Well done. This is going to be an epic event today, guys, like an epic event. So what it's actually doing is it's telling me who else is on this meeting that has the Chrome extension installed. All right. So it's got Phil. I can see Camille. I can see Tom Daly, Judy, Jim Padilla. Good to see you here, Jim. Just had a meeting with Jim, Annie, the legend. So all of these people, it's telling me who's on the call right now. Now, normally when you're on Zoom, it doesn't tell you who else is on the call. All right. It's telling you who's on the call, but it's also scoring each of you guys out of 10. Okay. Why is it doing that? I told the AI who I want to meet, who my target audience is. And my target audience is somebody who runs a networking group or business community. And the higher out of 10 they score, the more it's telling me I need to meet this person. So it's telling me that Phil is on this call right now. I really need to meet Phil. All right. So Phil, if you're there, we need to book, my friend, scottsdiary.com. That's my diary link, by the way. So anybody who also wants to book a one-on-one with me, just go to scottsdiary.com. I'll mention it again later. You see how it's telling me who else is on this chat right now? Michael, I already know. And it's telling me who I should gravitate to. It's as if I've got these special glasses on that are telling me who I need to meet. Well, I need to meet Joshua Buckley, 8 out of 10. And it actually tells me why the AI suggested that I meet that person. So I tell the AI, in 600 characters or less, I train it on who I want to meet, and it finds meetings for me. But get this, guys, this is where it goes mental, absolutely ridiculous. There are people who are not on this call right now, but are trusted connections, are known, loved, and trusted by people who are on this call. It's finding those people as well. So there are not just 100 people on this meeting. There are thousands of people on this meeting because people have brought their trusted connections with them. And it's going through those trusted connections. And it's telling me that I need to meet Peter, for example. I need to meet Barry. It's telling me I have to meet Brianna Pearl, right? She's the creators of the Supernovas Network. Yes, I want to meet the owner of the Supernovas Network. So Jane Waugh, who's on the call right now, I can click request introduction, which I will do just now. Jane, are you there? Would you be willing to introduce me to Brianna Pearl?
Of course I would.
You're a superstar. Do you know how much time I've just saved by having an unbelievable meeting simply by a warm introduction? And there's a 94% chance that I'm going to get that introduction. How cool is that? So it's this way of meeting people. And it doesn't just work live. It also works offline as well. And I'm going to show the newcomers. All right, Dr. B, let's open the breakout rooms, guys. What's going to happen is for you, please, if you're in B, in fact, Dr. B, do you want to explain it? You're far more eloquent than me.
Oh my goodness, you're too much, Scott. All right, y'all, listen up. I'm going to use my Southern accent so you listen. From the A's, you all are going to hit not now. When you see the pop-up, hit not now. That's the A's. Okay, hit not now. The B's, you're going to hit join. All right, A's, hit not now. B's, hit join. That's all you got to know.
All right, A team, you're with me. All right. So what I'm going to do is there's two different groups of you. Those of you, I would love you if you can to follow me with what I'm doing. We're going to install the Chrome extension, but first I'm going to tell you why. The reason you're going to install the Grand Connection networking referral app, even if you're not a member of Grand Connections, you can still use this. We're going to show you how to build your own private networks and how you can start turbocharging the introductions you make. Why do I do this? Why am I building this networking app? Well, I know what's coming and what is already here. And that is a world of extraordinary fakeness. Fakeness on social media, bots and automation tools, lack of authenticity, lack of humanity in business. I want to support anybody like Grand Connection today, like Jane War as well for sitting on the spot. All of these great people that have come today. I want to support them. And thank you, Susan and Grand Connection, for bringing authenticity. People are going to have to realize that you need a safe space for you to go to where there's only humans, away from the automation, away from the fakeness and the superficiality. That's why we've created this. And it turbocharges the introductions that you can make. And it's way, 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 way cheaper to get an introduction than it is to get to use social media advertising, marketing, advertising, and etc. And there's no cold calling and there's no irritating people. So that's the heart and soul of why we created the Grand Connection referral app. All right. Basically what it does is the referral app, here it is over here. It sits on any website, although LinkedIn is where it works best. So you're going to get to work with LinkedIn predominantly, but it does work from anywhere else. So I'm going to now sit with you guys. We're going to get it installed and quickly configure it so that it's trained on your target audience, so it can find people that you want to meet. Okay, so that is what we're going to do now. It's going to take about 3 or 4 minutes to install, and then the rest of the couple of minutes is just getting it set up correctly, and trained. That's how easy it is to get this started. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to just quickly remove it because I'm going to show you how this works. And I'm going to put this in the chat. I'm going to take it nice and slow. If it does go too fast for you because you're not that technical, all right, or you might be on a phone, just sit back and watch, and we'll get the recording later. Susan has got a recording that takes people through this. If somebody could please just mute themselves there. It's just getting a bit of background noise. Thank you. All right. So in the chat right now, I'd like you to follow me. You'll need to use Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge. Sorry, we don't have a Safari version yet. But if you could just go onto this page right now on Chrome, I'm going to get it installed for you. All right. If you're one of those people that needs extra help, we do offer a concierge service. All right. Concierge service. Now, I'm going to also, if you want to learn more about how we can do this for you and how we can help you make introductions, sort of introductions as a service, just go to www.cherie.com. That's my business partner. She will set up, that takes you to her calendar, book a meeting with her, and she's going to show you more. All right, so www.cherie.com. Also, for those of you who want to join as a group, yes, Susan's just put it in the chat. Our Grand Connections members, there's a monthly meeting where the amazing, I think it's Sherry, hey Susan, she will take you through how this works. So every month, people learn how to use the extension and start working on it together. All right, so guys, I'd like you to follow me now, and I'm going to take it slowly. I've put the link in the chat. It should take you to a page that looks like this for the Chrome extension on Google Chrome. All right, you should all be on that page now. I'm going to give you a few seconds in case you aren't. And yes, you guessed it. Well done for those of you, because you're the A team. You know that you've got to push the Add to Chrome button. Well done. Click Add to Chrome and then Add Extension. All right. So once again, guys, this link to the Grand Extension referral app is in the chat. All right. Even if you're not a Grand Connection member, you can still install it, and it still allows you to start building your private networks and getting referrals and introductions. Okay. After about 5 seconds, it's really quick. It's going to hide behind this little puzzle piece over here. Click on this little puzzle piece over here. This takes you to your Chrome extensions, and click the pin button. There's a little pin button over here. I will just keep my mouse on it so you guys can see. So you can flick between the screen share that you're noticing and then the actual and what you're doing for your own Chrome extension. You should see a little bit of a pin button. Very quickly, who's done it? Say yes. Who's got it so far? Who's managed to install it? Yeah, thank you,
Where's
guys.
the pin button again?
And behind the puzzle piece, if you look at the screen that I'm sharing now, there's a little puzzle piece button. You'll see it says Grand Connection, and you just click the pin button over here.
You know, Scott, when I double clicked on your thing that you put in Chrome, the thing that comes up is removed from Chrome, Grand Connection Networking Referral app.
You have it already, Robert.
Good. Yeah, it means you've already got it, Robert. It might say
Got it.
activate. You've already got it. Well done. Yeah, you did it in your sleep last night while you were on the tour bus. While you were sleeping, just it magically happened for you. No, kidding. You probably installed it a while ago. It means you've already got it. Yeah, you've got it installed. All got it installed, guys. Anyone else struggling? Maybe Susan, you can keep an eye on the chat just in case.
So
Where
Carol
is the
asked if
pin
maybe you can use a different browser. It's only available on Chrome right now, right, Scott?
And Edge. Yeah, Microsoft Edge and Google Chrome. Yeah.
I don't know where your pin button is.
So if you page right now, and it should say remove from Chrome because you've added it, the pin button is behind this puzzle piece. There's like a little puzzle piece button icon.
See that's what I don't get. What puzzle piece?
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
This puzzle piece here. Do you not see it on your?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, there
Thank
we
you.
go. If you click on that, that's where your Chrome is, and then you just click it next to Grand Connection. All right. Now, for those of you who are following, now what you do is you click on the Grand Connection networking app. Now you should see it on your screen like this. Please, Diane, sorry, would you please mute yourself? I think it's Diane. Sorry, it's not Diane. Somebody just needs to mute themselves there, please, guys. If you just click this little button over here, it'll say yes, go to my profile. Or just manually, just go to LinkedIn and go to your own personal LinkedIn profile. And guys, you're welcome to connect with me on LinkedIn as well, with Scott Cundill on LinkedIn as well. I'll put that. I'll put my LinkedIn in the chat quickly so you guys can get it there as well. All right. When you're on your LinkedIn profile, it says, "Is this you?" The little Chrome extension should appear on the right-hand side. You can click anywhere in the. What color do you call it, Susan? Is it red or is it brown? Is it maroon? What have you got a special name for your Grand Connection color?
Hi, red. I can give you the color code, the hex code if you want. Reddish, say red.
Red is cool. All right. So you click anywhere in the red where it says, "Is this you?" Your handsome smiling face should be popping up. This is how we're going to log you in. All you do again is you say, "Yes, this is me," and then "Yes, this is me" again. All right. I'm going to do it one more time just so you can watch. All right. You're on your LinkedIn profile now. You should be on your LinkedIn profile with your handsome face shining back at you. What you'll do is on the right-hand side, it says, "Is this you?" You can move it up and down if it gets in the way. All right. Sometimes the little zoom thing hides it, which is a bit annoying, blocks it. So you click, "Is this you?" And then you simply say, "Yes, this is me." And then the "Yes, this is me" again. And congratulations, guys. You've now logged in. You've now installed the Chrome extension. Gunter is already connected with me from the Grand Connection Mixer. Good. My LinkedIn is in the chat, guys, so you can connect with me. And remember, if you want personal help with this, go to www.shiree.com, book an appointment with our MD. She'd love to show you how this works in more detail. And of course, if you're a member of Grand Connections, you are going to get it. We can let them network for 1 more minute. And we can bring them back 2 more minutes, because now I'm almost done, guys. We're now going to train it. Okay, we're now going to train your Chrome extension on how, this is the really important, on who do you want to meet. All right, so when you click on anywhere in the red button, I'm going to do it again where it says Grand Connection Network, anywhere in the red. Okay, anywhere in the red here, just click on it. All right, and you'll see a row of icons on your dashboard. This is the dashboard that's going to do some really cool stuff. We're going to show you how to do that. Not today. That's if you join Grand Connection. You will come to the monthly meetings, or of course, if you want the concierge service, we'll help you do that as well. All right. You now have access to the Grand. If you're a Grand Connection member, you have access to all the other Grand Connection members. But right now, we're going to focus only on training the AI. This is what you do. On the row of icons here, it says match me. All right. See, it says match me over here, the third row of icons. Click on that. There are 3 questions for you to answer. Question 1, people I would like to meet should be located in. If you want to meet people global, leave it worldwide, leave it blank. If you have a specific location or set of locations in plain English, write them here. You don't have to do it right now. You can keep this page open and come back to it just now if you want to. Then if you have any countries or locations that you don't want to meet people in, fill out question 2. And question 3 is the most important one. In 600 characters or less, in plain English, say, who do you want to meet, right? And please don't write, I want to meet anyone who's interested in my product. I want to meet anyone who needs business coaching. That's not a target audience, guys. Try to be really specific. Who is your sweet spot? I want to meet business owners who are in the property industry in Canada. That would be a good example. I want to meet people on the East Coast of the US. I'm looking for people specifically yesterday, Virginia, who are managers or director level higher in larger corporations because he sells close to them, market close to them. So, and only in Virginia. What this is doing, guys, is it's training the AI to match you with possible referrals, not random people you should meet, people you can ask an introduction to. And that is the power and the beauty. So 600 characters or less, you train the AI. And once you've trained it, you click update. And anytime you start to see scores out of 10, that is the AI ranking that individual out of 10 as to whether or not you want to meet them. All right, it thinks you won't want to meet them. Now, you can meet people who are low scores. You can meet everybody. They could be a referral partner. I'm not saying don't meet them if they're a 2 out of 10. But if they're a 7, an 8, a 9, or a 10 out of 10, it just means those are the people you want to gravitate to. It's like you have these special glasses on and you're walking around a convention center and the glasses go, hey, you need to meet this person. This is exactly in your target audience, right? Then the little button you use is the little, anytime you see the handshake button, that's the handshake button you're going to use. And that will ask your friend to introduce you. So you see what's happened, guys. There's no cold calling. There's no there's no nonsense. There's no fakeness. Everything is done from a warm introduction. And this little search over here, right? You can search. We've actually mimicked the LinkedIn search. This search over here will actually help you find people that you want to meet using LinkedIn search as well. And it'll actually score them out of 10. So the whole idea here, guys, is we've given you the tool, and you'll need to have a bit more training on it, that you can meet people not just live in events, but as you build your own trusted network, right? So what you'll do is one by one, you add people that you know and trust into the Grand Connections extension, right? And as you're building up your trusted connection, as you're making introductions, as you're introducing people, it keeps a record with this little button over here of all the introductions you have made and you've received, and you can follow them up as well. And coming soon, there's going to be a thank you. Because people, so often we get referrals, we forget to thank the person for that referral. You'll be able to do it with this extension. We forget who we even introduced to each other. We don't follow them up. This will keep a record of every introduction you've made and received. And while you're making these introductions, you are moving your way up the trust-o-meter, from newbie to junior networker, to senior networker, to super connector, and then to trusted advocate. When you get to super connector, there's a few super connectors on this call right now. You get invited to a special super connectors only group of super connectors around the world. We literally hit our 99th super connector yesterday. How cool is that? So guys, is this all making sense to you A's? I know the B's, I think, are back in the room now. If not, we can bring it. They're all back now.
Scott, I have a question. Oh, it's
Sure.
too late. All righty. Too late.
Hello,
Who has a question?
Joy.
He answered it, but I wanted to make sure the link for the concierge service was in the chat. I'm sure it is. I couldn't find it. That's all.
Yes. For those of you who would like a one-on-one service, we help you. It's a little 3-month program. We will sit with you one-on-one. We'll introduce you to people, get it set up. We'll get you using the Grand Connections app, et cetera, and introduce you to super connectors and your target audience around the world. Go to Shareed.com. But if you're a member of Grand Connections, every month they do a Grand Connection training session as well. And Susan, I'll give you a few minutes at the end there just to talk
And you
about
can
that.
come to two Grand Connection events as a guest, so you can just come and check that out, Joy. The next one's in
Yeah.
October. It's in the chat. There's two other people with their hands up. Amy, you have had your hand up for a while. We see you.
It's
You're
okay.
muted.
You know what? I was putting my hand up for something else.
Okay.
I don't have a question. Thank you.
Okay, Krista, do you still have a question?
Yeah, I put it in the chat also for reference, and I wanted to know how we stop it from running in the background even when Edge is closed, and if we can't stop it, what is it doing?
No, it's not doing anything. It's not doing anything when Edge is closed.
Well, it
or-
says that it is, so I'm just wondering how to turn that functionality off since you said it doesn't need to be on.
No, it shouldn't be running. Once your Chrome is closed down, it doesn't. Nothing happens in the background. There's nothing for it to do in the background. So
Okay, I'm
maybe
not sure, but that's what it says though. That's what Edge says when I load the extension, it says this extension will load in the background when Edge is closed.
I don't understand. It doesn't. That's probably just a
That
standard
might
warning.
be a default, Krista, that
A
Edge
default
does.
warning. Yeah. It's a default warning that it gives you, but our extension doesn't run in the background. Also, everybody, your data that you bring in. So what you're doing is you one by one, you're bringing into people you know and trust. So I want you to imagine, guys, that this is why I want to finish off now. So I want you to imagine, right, that Grand Connections has become your family. You know, it's like your family, like back in the, capiche. You're part of the family. So you're part of the Grand Connection family, all right? Now, when you're part of the Grand Connection family, the AI will actually score you, right? Other people in Grand Connection for you to meet. Now, you're also part of your family. One by one, you're adding people you know and trust. They could be inside Grand Connection, but they might be outside Grand Connection. So let's just say, I think there were 277 Grand Connection members. If each person, right, in Grand Connection adds 100 people that they know and trust, that's 27,000 people you've got access to. You never have to go anywhere else. All the business you ever need is within 2 degrees of separation. The difference between this and LinkedIn is LinkedIn, you've got tons of connections you don't know and trust. The only people in the My Most Trusted / Grand Connection extension are people that are known and trusted. Every person is a real person. There's no fakeness. There's no fake people. There's no bots, automation, anything like that. It's just the power of warm connections. Judy, you've got a question.
I do. I have the extension open, but I didn't see how you could see who was in the meeting. Is it because you're the owner, or is there something I'm missing?
All right, thank you for bringing that up. Actually, I nearly forgot. All right, so this is a little clever. Once you've got this installed and trained the AI, all right, all you need to do is go to the Zoom page that took you to this Grand Connections meeting right now, this mixer. Normally we call it a dead page because people just close it down, right? It has no functionality whatsoever, but you will see this appears. I'm going to put it in the chat. Here's the Zoom link, guys, for this mixer right now. I'm putting it in the chat. If you open up on Chrome, all right, it'll say Zoom. You will see that this Grand Connection little logo will appear, the magic logo. When you open it, it should automatically take you to the right page. But if it does not, you go to search. It's really easy. Sorry, I've got to go fast because I know Susan is pushing for time. If you go to search, it should automatically take you to connection type. It's not doing it now because I closed it down earlier. Let's just see if it refreshes. There will be a connection type saying meeting. It should automatically take you there. Because I uninstalled it and reinstalled the app, it's now, it doesn't like it because I had to when I was doing training before. Let's just quickly go. So I'm going to go to search. Yeah, it does not like the fact that I have uninstalled this extension and reinstalled it. But if you guys go there, it should pop up. Let me try this again. Again, Susan, I know I've got to hand over to Susan because I promised her that I would finish a couple of minutes before the hour. So if you guys want help, I will try and give you help. Let me just try one more time.
So we have some options here too, because we're going to be doing a lot of breakouts. If you want to stay, you're staying around, Scott, right?
Yeah, I'm staying
So-
around.
so
Yeah.
we'll still stay in the main room, me and Scott, and we can go through some stuff in more detail if people have technical questions they want to ask about it. This is a powerful tool. I have used this to actually a lot of the people here at the Mixer that we're partnering with, I have reached out to through introductions through My Most Trusted to be able to. Jane, I met you through My Most Trusted. I think I met you, Wendy, as well. I mean, it's a powerful tool, and I love it because I have my little, like, I have exactly who I want to meet, and I can find out who I know really well, such as Alan Stevens. Alan Stevens, I mean, he knows so many people. I met a lot of people through Alan, like he's been using My Most Trusted for a long time. I can see his connections and I go, wow, this person's a 9 out of 10. Every person I have had a one-on-one that's a 9 out of 10, I am so excited I met them. It really works well, and it's a really powerful way to be strategic in the people you want to meet. I mean, if you want to meet like HR consultants that are doing this or whatever it is that, you're doing, be really specific, and it works well for strategically finding the people you want to meet with warm introductions. It's not about spamming. It's about, it's a tool that helps us create trusted relationships.
You can book so many meetings through this, guys. If you know who your target audience is, you can book tons of one-on-ones, but it's always done with the authenticity of a warm referral. Nobody will ever go. I will never, ever go to Susan's trusted connections and contact them directly. I will always ask her to introduce me. And that's the power. So we're creating a whole world. We've now got almost 50, we've just hit 45,000 people now across 30 different networking groups around the world. If you own a networking group and you're not part of this, or you know someone that does, please introduce me. LinkedIn, Scott Cundill. I think I put my details in the chat. That's the last thing I'm going to say. And then I'm going to hand over to Susan just to finish off, because I would like her to have the last word about Grand Connection and how the actual extension is part of Grand Connection. I'm just putting it in the meeting group chat. There's my LinkedIn, guys. Please connect with me. And remember, www.shree.com if you want a service to help you actually teach you this. And then, of course, Grand Connection, if you become part of the members, you will, every month, you're going to have events that are going to teach you how to do it as being part of Grand Connection. I'm going to shut up, guys, now. I love networking in Vancouver. You guys have been absolutely amazing.